Just say no to just stop new oil. Yeah, why? You dumb asshole libtards. You're doing a new world order's bidding because we need oil to run machinery, in particular cars, trucks, and things like that. So what you're doing by saying just stop new oil is, hey, let's stop having oil, which is what the new world order wants. Idiots. They want us in 15-minute cities where you can just walk or ride a bike, morons, which means you don't need oil because you won't have a car, jackasses. Useless idiot. You don't know useful tools for the New World Order, but you're a bunch of idiots. Let's take a look at this. Libtards are a special kind of stupid, but you jackasses are a lot of reason why this world's all fooked up. It started Oxford imposing 15-minute city driving limits with fines for going outside your zone. Cue in the figurative fiction. I covered this information several years ago in a fast read. I didn't delve into it, but I mentioned it. It was a headline a couple years ago that Oxford was soon to be a 15-minute city, and I do believe you morons in that neck of the woods over in England actually volunteered and wanted this. How stupid are you? How stupid are the libtards? They're very stupid. Let's take a look. Do you remember when we were warning you that 15-minute cities were not just about ensuring that you can live in a nice, walkable, and convenient city, but rather they're restricting your mobility and controlling where you're able to go? Do you remember that? Because I remember. I mentioned it more than once in videos past. A couple years ago. Yeah. 15-minute cities. I think they call them freedom cities here in our neck of the woods. Smart cities. Don't forget about the line. Do you remember the line that I mentioned? And that's what these pieces of crap are about. They want to restrict us. They want to lock us down. They want martial law. They want a civil war. You know the drill. Any way they can get it. And they want to control us. They want to. We're hackable. Didn't that Harari, whatever the hell that little piece of crap, commie, little tyrant wannabe, didn't he say that we're hackable? People are hackable animals. Well, animals. We're hackable animals. He said, right? They want to control us with put cell phones in us, basically wearing a human antenna. I think with 6G coming up, they want by 2030 the cell phones to be in us. We're the cell phone. They want to control us. They want to control every aspect about us. You already know this, all right? You already know this, especially on BitChute. But I've warned about 15-minute cities. Other channels have talked about the line in Saudi Arabia that they're building. All right, they make it look good, but it's basically it's your own prison. You can't get out. Remember how they locked us down? They made our homes our own prison. Where was it? Was it Minnesota or Michigan? Where it was somewhere in that neck of the woods, or was it New York? I can't remember. It was up north somewhere, where the people on the front porch during the lockdown, and the police were going through. The New World Order cops were going through the streets, shooting rubber bullets at them, saying, "Get back in your house, get back in your prison." Remember that? Do you remember? Yeah. 15-minute cities, yeah. It sounds good on paper. All the amenities are 15 minutes away. It sounds good if you're on a vacation, like, like if you're at a resort, hotel, casino. I've been to one over there in Atmore, Wind Creek, and everything's right there on the premises, everything. But I know I was on vacation. I could leave anytime I wanted to. It's on a reservation, porch in the POARCH. Native American reservation. But I knew I could leave any time, right? What if you can't? 15-minute cities. Better have a good social credit score. They'll let you out a couple times a year. But you'll be staying there riding your bicicleta, as they say in Spanish, your bicycle, or you'll be walking. But you got these libtards that are protesting about oil and drilling and all that. They are actually doing these dictators' bidding. These dumbasses, these lobotomized, fake news watching POSs. Because if we have no oil, why would you need oil if you don't have cars and trucks and all? Why would you need oil if you're in a 15-minute prison, right? You're not going to have a car, so of course. So these idiots are actually helping the New World Order is what I'm trying to say. All this was, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's conspiracy thinking. No, it's conspiracy thinking, but it's not conspiracy theorist thinking. All right, it's no theory about this. It's a fact. They want to control us any way they can. All right, and don't forget Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum, who I don't see him on a world stage anymore on alternative media. Why? Why is that? Well, because the normies were waking up. Because of people like us were sharing the information and waking up the normies about who Klaus Schwab is and Bill Gates. And so they have to fade away into the background. But their agenda is still there. Where is Anthony Fauci? Where's that rat-looking communist murderer? Where's he at? Right, pushing the quack scenes. Where's he at? Well, he faded away too because the spotlight, the limelight was shining too much on him. You know what I mean? And not in a good way. We were spreading the truth about what they were up to, and so they receded into the background. But the agenda's still there. You'll eat the bugs, you'll own nothing. I see videos about people wigging out over grocery store prices. Oh my God, I can't understand why it's triple the price since 2020. Yeah, that was their agenda. This is all part of their agenda. By 2030, they'll price you out of existence, you'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. The be happy part, the jury's still out on how that's going to go down, but it could be through medication or frequencies, or the fact that you're so broken and whoever's left by then on Earth is glad to have some morsels of life, some food, some kind of shelter over their head. You know what I mean? I put on my $1.25 reading glasses, Dollar Tree reading glasses, and my blue light, I think it's from Walmart, blue light blocking glasses. So they want us to own nothing and be happy. And, you know, when we talked about this a couple years ago, a lot of people out there go, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. You'll own nothing and be happy by 2030. You'll eat some bugs by 20, you know, you'll eat some bugs? Seriously? No, you're just a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. And then a few moments later, right, everything we've said turned out to be true. Chemtrails? Oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. That's condensation up there. Roll forward a few years later, Florida's banning chemtrails. They're talking about chemtrails banning this state and that state, in Tennessee. Not that I don't believe they're really banning it, but at least it's in the lexicon. Is that the right word? We're talking about this, and everyday normies are getting exposed to the truth. So that's good as far as that's concerned. But here we are in Oxford. The idea that a person will be able to access amenities within a quarter of an hour. I don't know what happened. I thought I had I guess I didn't. I thought I had another picture. The idea that we'll see a person being able to access amenities within a quarter of an hour could result in travel restrictions. It will result in travel restrictions. As a matter of fact, I just covered this not too long ago. A couple of weeks ago, Massachusetts is introducing a bill that will limit your travel. This is a mission creep. This is little by little. It's not like all of a sudden it happens. It's little by little. And while you're distracted with this thing, with that thing, with the pretty good psyops and all this other stuff, politics, maybe helly weird stuff you're still interested in, this shit is creeping in little by little. Little by little. And it's just the beginning. And we've been watching the creeping destruction of mobility here in the United States, where first there were bike lanes taking away parking, then taking entire lanes of traffic. You've seen it. They actually have bike lanes on the highways in a lot of places. Bike lanes. I don't see too many bikers on them, but that's the goal, to get you to bike from point A to point B. You see bike lanes taking entire lanes of traffic. Then you see proposals to close down throughways and make them 2-lane walkable streets. I've seen that. Walkable streets, and even have there's a proposal to close down the interstate connection between Minneapolis and St. Paul. It was proposed to close down the interstate connection between Minneapolis and St. Paul. It hasn't moved forward because a lot of people were screaming bloody murder. If you dare do it, they said, don't do this. Do not shut down our connector. between Minneapolis and St. Paul. But see, the B system was testing the waters. They thought to themselves, well, let's see if we shut down the highway that connects St. Paul and Minneapolis. Let's see what they say, the peons say. Well, the peons got pissed off and said, don't you do it. And the B system said, okay, they got pissed off at that. Maybe we need to put that on hold. Let's try another way. But they're always working on this. They want us to be in these open air prisons, which I even covered that. They're referred to as open air prisons. These 15-minute cities. Yeah, it looks good. It might seem good. Yeah. But once you get in, clink, they close the gate. They'll have checkpoints. I'm sure it'll be heavily guarded, too. You're in a fucking open air. You're in a prison. A glamorized. You're contained. All right? You can't go anywhere else other than that. 15-minute city. And when I say 15-minute city, it's not like it's as big as if you get in a car and drive for 15 minutes. It's 15 miles big. No. However you can walk, however fast the average speed is of walking to go from one point to the other is how big the 15-minute city is going to be. Now, that could be a mile or so wide. Or it could be a 1 square mile. That's it. 15-minute city. And why am I showing you this right here? Because the Labour Party, which I believe is England's version of our demon crap parties, they're a bunch of libtards, they opened the door to a Stalinist 15-minute city, or should I say cities, across Britain. England, you down with that? Is there any uproar about that? Are you pushing back a little bit? The Labour Party opened the door. It is pushing for the Stalinist-style 15-minute cities across Britain. After they allowed your country, your once great country, I always wanted to visit England. Hell far, I wanted to visit Europe. I wanted to visit Scottish taverns, Irish pubs, and fucking taverns in England. I wanted to tour the cities too, the countryside and everything. I wanted to take in everything Europe had to offer. That's one of my dreams. But they allowed, just like over here in the West, they allowed the United States and Canada allowed your countries, your great country of England, to be flooded with fucking third world shit. It's called London Stand for a reason. Now I'm not so sure I ever want to go there. It's a shame because I do deep down want to visit England. Scotland, Ireland. But they're fucking it up. The New World Order is. And what are the citizens? What's the citizenry doing about it? What are they saying? And I do stress What is this? What are the citizens of the UK saying about this? The Labour Party wants you to be in open air prisons across your country. You okay with that? Well, here we have Oxford, England. That happy little burg hosting the this is Eponymus. Anyway, you have Oxford, the happy little burg or town, hosting the Eponymus University of Oxford. In other words, Oxford University is in the little burg or town called Oxford. All right. You have Oxford University. Very prestigious, I might add, right? Oxford University. Who hasn't grown up and not heard of Oxford University in England? I have. Oxford, it's a happy little burg, having this university called Oxford University. And Oxford, who has Oxford University in it, is rolling out its 15-minute city plan. And it sure is a nice start to the movement. It sounds good, it feels good, but it ain't good. The Labour Party has approved the rollout of Stalinist 15-minute cities across the UK, according to the Telegraph. Ministers have said that they will allow councils to use driver license databases to impose fines on drivers who fall foul of traffic filters, which restrict driving in certain areas. Meaning if you screw up and drive in a certain area where you don't belong, your fucking ass is going to get a fine. And that's going to restrict you on whether or not you can leave Oxford. The controls on motorists, which are to be implemented the first time in Oxford City Centre later this year. Yes, they will occur in Oxford later 2026. The controls, the clampdown on motorists will occur for the first time in Oxford City later this year. But by a lot of motor groups, meaning people who are in certain groups, like you might have your your motorcycle groups. Maybe they have groups on Facebook, and they're like, "This pisses me off. I can't. What the hell happened?" They might be like, "I'm against these 15-minute cities, right? This is perverse. This is sick. This is twisted." Then you get the people that drive, I don't know, electric cars. I can't believe this, which is gay, by the way. I can't believe that they're imposing 15-minute cities and restrictions on driving. There's a lot of people up in arms about it, so to speak. They're saying a lot of motorists in different various motor groups voicing their opinion, I guess, online, saying this movement to control motorists is perverse. And it is. It's sick, it's twisted, but welcome to our world. Clown world, shit show, inverted, demonic. The 15-minute city is based on the idea that a person can access amenities within a quarter of an hour by walking or cycling. In some cases, this could result in traffic restrictions being brought in for drivers. There's no could. It will be. It will have restrictions. What kind? Well, drivers would need a residence permit that allows 100 days of free travel a year. Let me repeat that. Drivers would need a residence permit that allows 100 days of free travel per year through 6 traffic filters during operating hours. I don't even know what that means, filters, but it sounds like you better meet the criteria to be able and be driving properly. I don't even filters certain areas you can't go to. I don't know what that means, but it ain't good. And you're only allowed, if you're a good little New World Order citizen, you'll get 100 days free pass to leave your jail. But they'll be tracking you, baby. They'll be watching you every breath you make, every move you take, every vow you break. They'll be watching you. They are watching us anyway and listening, even with the router, tracking us to our house. Meanwhile, a separate permit allows 25 days of free travel per year through 6 congestion charge locations during charging hours. I guess charging electric cars? What does that mean? And after this, drivers face fines if they travel without the relevant permission. It sounds like a big shit show. You better freaking be walking on eggshells. That's what this sounds like to me, because I don't know what the filters are yet. The 6 locations of filters is fucking retarded. I don't know why. Oxford, what are you thinking? Have you guys been hit with frequencies and shit that is just your brain's been hijacked and you think you're happy for this? In a normal world, people would not put up with this, but it sounds like you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. It sounds like these people in Oxford are already happy that this is happening. So what is making them happy to allow this, for them to allow this? Is it the frequencies? Is it special frequencies they're sending out to make everyone feel blissful that they're about to become prisoners in the open air 15-minute cities? Asking for a friend. This is sick. This is twisted. So let's take a look at, these next few clips. So are the filters, the traffic filters, what are they? Are they neighborhoods? Listen, he's about to say they're going to divide Oxford into 6 sections. Just take a look.
They are going to divide Oxford into 6 15-minute neighborhoods, and you're only allowed 100 days of free travel per year through these 6 traffic filters during operating hours. Meanwhile, a separate permit allows 25 days of free travel per year through these zones. After this, you will face...
What do you mean by operating hours? You mean like a curfew for driving and being out? Officer, what the fuck? Seriously? This is what they want everywhere, man. Everywhere they want this. While we're being distracted. They're clamping down. Mission
travel per year through these 6 traffic filters during operating hours. Meanwhile, a separate permit allows 25 days of free travel per year through these zones. After this, you will face severe penalties because you will not, it says it in black and white, you will not have the relevant permission. Greg Smith, the Shadow Transport Minister, said this. This is the blueprint for a national rollout. Labour has been given the green light for draconian councils like Oxfordshire to police how people live, move and drive using cameras and fines backed by DVLA data.
Why? I got a question.
They are going to divide Oxford into
why is it always
15.
TikTok? Why is it always TikTok with all this information? Why is it not? I don't see a ton of. It's mostly TikTok. Stuff like this comes from. What? No Instagram, no Facebook. I mean, not even YouTube. It's always TikTok, or more often than not. Every now and then you'll get the Instagram's newly implemented little logo at the end of the video, meaning it's an Instagram video. But mostly it's been TikTok for years now. I find that very odd, and they censor heavily, but yet they allow certain things to go through. It's very weird. Is anybody else reporting from any other or making videos from any other platform that's being shown other than TikTok? It's ridiculous. At any rate, they want to control us big time, and this is right around the corner as everyone else is being distracted by this, that, and the other. And then we'll throw in this for good measure. A You'll Eat the Bugs app alert. An app that alerts you while you're shopping to see if the wording on the labels, like, it's not going to say moving rice maggots are in here or in this product. It's not going to say mealworms are in this product or crickets. It'll give the scientific term. Most people I don't know what that is, who cares? But this app, if you have the app, it'll show you what's in there as far as insects are concerned. I've showed this a couple years ago, but along with the New World Order shit, 15-minute cities and everything, other agendas they want to push on us, it's good to have a reminder that they want us to eat the bugs on top of you all nothing. So here's an app for that. There's an app for that, baby. Let's take a look.
Insekten in hunderten Lebensmitteln.
I guess it's in German. Is that a TikTok video? Boom. I gotta download this app, seriously. That's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. If you see a troll say something, I am Ute.